So my journey started when I was in year three, because we all know in school we are just about theory, reading books and stuff like that. Nothing like practical. So I was like, during my year three, I was thinking about, okay, after school, what will I be doing? Like this mechanic of a thing where I'm reading, I don't really feel it. So I did HTML and CSS for like 2 months, and I did JavaScript. That thing was so hard. I ran away because that JavaScript is just something. So I just have to run away. So that's when I started again. I picked Python. Yeah. So I started using Python to do the back end, the Django and stuff and that. So because I don't have anyone that will guide me through the journey, so I just have to try this, try that until I see something that I can relate with. For me to reach this level, like it might take a while. So I have to look for another niche, like okay, look for another niche that will pay my bills while learning machine learning, because I can't just be learning. After school, everyone will be like, "You're done with school, so no one cares about you again." So then that's when I started. Okay, let me go to data analyst and started learning all those stuff for data analyst. So after I spent some while in data analyst, I just switched back to my previous previous level, which is machine learning.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another session with Real Time with T and M Data Untold. We are so happy to be here as usual, and this is like eighth episode, sort of. I've lost count to be honest, but I think this is our eighth episode or something, and we are so happy to like I've gotten this far with you guys. So my name is Abefe, as you can see, and I'm not alone. I have Maureen here with me. And Maureen, introduce yourself to these viewers. I won't say introduce, sort of like just say something to the viewers. Like they know the way
Yeah,
we used to do it. So don't let us like
yeah,
bore
you guys
them.
already know. You guys already know how we do it. Um, yeah, and I also noticed that Abafe has stopped with the with how you do it, which hasn't been felt my own end because it makes my head swell. But yeah, guys, this is another episode, and I hope you guys resonated with Gabby's story. Of course, Gabby's story was kind of personal to me, maybe because of with his personality. He was calm, collected, and also he dished out a lot of things. And I hope you guys keep the feedback coming in. And yeah, today we have another special guest. You guys know how we do it. We don't bring the regulars here. It's always top notch. It's always the baddest in the game. Yeah. So today we have another one of your favorites, data analyst. Because I would call him data analyst per se. I think he's more than that, but he has his own specialty in Tableau. And you guys know who is already speaking is the Tableau girl, yeah. So I bring one of my own persons. I met him during Data Fest Africa, and since then he's been an amazing friend and also a helpmate in terms of Tableau. So with no further ado, guys, make welcome Idris. Drum rolls,
Yeah,
please.
man. Let's bring
Yeah,
Idris to the stage.
yeah. Good afternoon. Good morning, and Abefe. Thanks for having
Hi,
me.
hi, Idris. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's nice to have you around here.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
So
it's really an
Maureen,
honor
please
to have you.
do the honors and help us introduce
Yes,
our speaker.
yes, yes. You guys know how we do it. We always get to introduce our audience, and today we have no other person than Idris. Idris is an accomplished data analyst and most especially a Tableau developer with over 3 years of experience in this field. He has a proven track record of success as a freelance Tableau consultant, delivering data visualization solution, and also a two-time Tableau public ambassador, guys, with 6 Bigs of the Day awards to his name. Idris has established himself as a leading expert in data visualization, specifically in Tableau. So, guys, give it up for Idris one more time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you for having me. Thanks.
Thank you so much for coming in
Yeah,
on the notice, Idris.
yeah,
Yeah. So, as a regular stuff we always do, we always have a background check on our speaker, and yours was filled with a lot of Tableau. Like you could see literally every of his posts. I don't think there's ever a post that doesn't talk about Tableau, and it's really really amazing that you actually chose that niche and you are doing so well in it, right? Even I think even in your first post, Idris' first ever post was about Tableau. First ever post on LinkedIn, by the way, is about like so you don't post any other thing apart from Tableau, right? But yeah, before now I've heard so much about you from GB, and I think the first time I met you, I was kind of, I won't say starstruck, but because of the fact that I've been I've been hearing a lot of things about you through GB. Oh, Idris this, oh Idris that. I'm like, what the hell is this guy? Right. So the first time I saw you, I think that was during Data First Africa last year. Um you're like simple. You it wasn't so sophisticated as your name. Of course, you know your onion so well. But I was thinking to meet someone like, but it was just like a very simple person. And yeah, with that being said, I would like you to tell us how you started your data journey, because I know my audience, their ears are itching to hear how you started. And guys, mind you, two-time Tableau ambassador is a big thing. It's a big thing. So can you just walk us
Yeah.
through how you met data?
Uh, okay. First of all, I graduated from Agricultural University, Lautech. So I studied mechanical engineering. So my journey started when I was in year three, because we all know in school we are just about theory, reading books and stuff like that, nothing like practical. So I was like, during my year three, I was thinking about, okay, after school, what will I be doing? Like this mechanical thing, the way I'm reading, I don't really feel it. So that's when I have to started doing tech. When I started doing tech, you have to do this, do that, do this, that. That's when I started using HTML and CSS. I started doing the front end stuff. So I did HTML and CSS for like few months, and I did JavaScript. That thing was so hard. I ran away because that JavaScript is just something. So I just have to run away. So that's when I started again. I picked Python. Yeah. So I started using Python to do the back end, the Django and stuff and that. So because I don't have anyone that will guide me through the journey, so I just have to try this, try that until I see something that I can relate with. So I did that one for like a few months. No. So that was when I started hearing about AI, machine learning, and everything. So and I started learning. I just started using Python to do machine learning by myself. I have to go to YouTube, learning machine learning machine learning and stuff like that. So and there was a data science community on campus then, AI Saturday, in Lautech. That's when I joined them, and they taught me how to use how to use Python for machine learning to predict a lot and stuff like that. So after a few months, maybe like 6 months, and we have this data science Nigeria. So they used to have this hackathon yearly, and that was 2019. So me into data machine learning, it was like 3 months. So and for me to attend that boot camp, because you have to do the hackathon before you attend that boot camp, and maybe out of 500 participants, maybe they will choose like 150, the best 150 to attend for like a week boot camp, fully funded and stuff like that. So I enrolled in that boot camp, that hackathon, and fortunately, I was picked. So that's when everything started. So after that, I went to that boot camp. Did a lot of lessons about machine learning and stuff. So that being said, when I was in year five, almost like 2 years, I was like that. So when I nearly 2 years, I have to like after the before 500 level, that reality of life began to be coming in like, what will I do after school? So then I have to go to LinkedIn and Twitter and all those stuff to search about machine learning job, data science job. And what I noticed was that before you can be a machine learning or data scientist, you have to be like know your stuff. That's it. You have to like most of them they have masters in it. Go they learn Like you have to know your stuff, like cargo experts, grandmaster and stuff like that. I was like, for me to reach this level, like it might take a while. So I have to look for another niche. Like okay, look for another niche that will pay my bills while learning machine learning because I can't just be learning. After school, everyone will be like, "You're done with school, so no one cares about you again." So then that's when I started. Okay, let me go to the data analyst and started learning all those stuff for data analyst. So after I spent some while in data analyst, I just switched back to my previous previous level, which is machine learning. So I started learning SQL. I learned SQL for like almost like 3 to 6 months. So that's when I discovered like after SQL, you have to know Tableau or Power BI, and that's the main thing. And the thing is just like I have to download the both two, the two Power BI and Tableau. So I opened the two. I downloaded the full tutorial of Tableau, full tutorial of Power BI. So I opened the two interface, and normally, I found the interface of Tableau to be virtually appealing. So the UI UX is good. So that's what encouraged me to learn Tableau because the UI UX. I just fall in love with the first love at first sight. So yeah, so that was during COVID. Yeah, that was during COVID. I started now that during COVID, everyone is doing COVID-19 dashboard and stuff like that. So that was my first project. I did so. I found a tutorial on YouTube, and that person was doing the COVID-19 dashboard using Tableau and stuff like that. I followed him from the beginning to the end, but my own wasn't looking at like how his own is looking like. It's just so bad. But normally, I just have to publish that. That is my first thing. So then I noticed that no Tableau group or no Tableau developer or someone that knows Tableau very well in Nigeria because everyone is about Microsoft here in Nigeria. Microsoft is here. So that was when I have to like, okay, because if you want to be good in something, you have to work with someone that is doing the same thing. Yeah. So that's when I have to go to Twitter, LinkedIn, and find someone like to explain this stuff to me. So that was how I came in contact with um Makeover Monday. So someone did a visualization or a report and stuff like that. I was like, because that thing was so good, I was like, what I did is I went to that person DM. I was like, is this a dashboard or a worksheet or a storyboard? Because I don't know what that thing is because I've never done that something like that before. So I don't know if that thing is a dashboard or a worksheet. Yes, you know that in Tableau we have like storyboard, we have worksheets, we have dashboard. So I don't know what that is. So that was just it took me through all those processes. I was like, okay, I start using Makeover Monday and stuff like that. So I started everything. That was during COVID, and here I am, 2 times Tableau public ambassador, and since then I've been using Tableau. Yeah, so that's just me.
Mm, that's an amazing story. So nobody told you, oh, you see this Tableau thing, I think you should go for it, but you just decided to do that, and just because you like the UI UX of it. That's a different story. I think the last speaker we had, which was Gabby, his own was like really out of this world. He said because of the fact, he dreamt about data and he, jumped into data. And you telling me about the UI UX. Well, I think we have a different story. I think GB was the one that convinced me to do Tableau actually. So yeah, amazing storyline. And my next question would be, how has it been over these years? Because you've done Tableau for like 3 years consecutively without getting bored. You're not getting bored. You still post Makeover Monday, you still post Workout Wednesday, you still post back to these basics, you still post about Tableau prep. Like, how did you manage to be at this point in your career, just knowing one thing? Whereas in this space or in this Nigerian space, there's always people blowing up. You have to know Python, you have to know SQL, you have to know Power BI, for you to be a data analyst? How have you navigated through this?
Yeah, this is just like it's not that like I'm not with like I don't like Python or I don't like SQL. I love those things. But sometimes like in this pipeline of data thing, you have to like know how to clean your data, how to do a lot of things. So but you'll be like there'll be like a niche where you really love. So that's it. Like if you love something, you have to go in depth because that is that is your power. So you have to do it more than the other. So that's why like it's not that I don't use Power, I don't use SQL. So and for Tableau, the thing is just like I know people are better than me. So that's it. That's just motivation. Like if you are doing something, I know that you are doing good. And you're still seeing someone that is doing more way better than what you are doing. So you have to keep you have to keep learning. So because in Tableau, I'm exposed to a lot of things that people are doing with Tableau. So that thing just give me that motivation to start learning, to continue learning. Till now, I'm still learning. If I see any visualization on Tableau Public, which I don't like, Maureen, you can relate. Anytime you are going, Idris, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know this thing. I have to go to, yeah, I don't know this thing. Yeah, I don't know it. So I have to download the tutorial on how to do that. And how to do so I have to go. Maybe I have someone that did a lot it did that I really like Tableau. So I have to download that workbook. Reverse engineering. I have to reverse engineer what that person did. Then one way or the other, it's part of me. And the thing is just like one thing is just like people tends to be like they want to calm everything. So this is just like you can't calm everything. This is just like me. If I want to do not chat in Tableau now, I might even have to download the tutorial to do it again because I'm not calming it. Yeah, but it's just like if you know what you want to do, you can easily find that tutorial there. Then replicate that in your project. Nobody cares how you did it. Just get it done. Yeah. So that's it.
Absolutely. So I was going through your post on LinkedIn and also your other post on Twitter. But one thing struck me, the first time you got your visa of the day. Oh, when I saw that, I think that was renewable energy in Europe. So
Yeah,
how
yeah, yeah, yeah.
for context, for people that don't know what Visa of the Day is in Tableau, so Visa of the Day is when your work is recognized by Tableau and they post it on Tableau Public and they post it on all their social media and tell people to check this out that it's pretty much amazing. So that's Visa of the Day, by the way. So to you, Idris, how did you feel when you got your first Visa of the Day?
Eh, the thing is just like I felt overwhelmed because the thing is just like that thing is a lot of responsibility. You get, yeah, for you to do something and get recognized by Tableau, you have to keep doing more than what you're already doing because that thing is just like keeping you on your toes. You know that someone that a Tableau public post yeah Tableau public post your work and you are still like you are not moving forward again. Just like giving you a responsibility to be doing more of that because that thing was just like yeah I was out of his world. That's just that was the feeling. I couldn't believe my eye because when I started learning Tableau, I used to see people winning that thing, and I don't know the criteria they are using to pick that result of the day. But luckily, my visa was picked, and now 6 times visa of the day. So that's just it.
Time. 6 times, guys. 6 times Visa of the Day award. That means your work has been incredible for 6 times in Tableau. It takes a few persons to get that kind of numbers. Yeah, and also 2 times Tableau ambassador. Really, really amazing. So, Abafet, do you have any questions before I go?
Yeah. I would allow the two tablet people to be happy and do their thing. But
Please ask
you
a
know,
question. Please ask a
yeah,
question.
but the thing is that like I think when we had GB, I told him that the person that sort of like introduced me to data, the first tool I was introduced to was actually Tableau.
Tableau,
Because
yeah.
like I said, he was in USA. And if you know, USA is more of Tableau
Yeah,
than
yeah,
Power
Europe.
BI.
Yeah,
Understand?
yeah,
So
yeah,
he
yeah,
kept
yeah,
telling
sure.
me, learn Tableau. He gave me some materials on Tableau too. I glanced through it, and I will not lie to you, I'm not even like capping. I think if I want to learn a data viz tool, like based on my own, I'll start with Tableau. I kind of like I've done one. I've had a client, I've had a job that my client required me to use Tableau, but we ended up doing it together. So I could not use Tableau. So I was like, you know what? Oh yeah, do this for me, do that for me, get this out, get it. So he was doing the Tableau, I was giving him the instruction. So I like Tableau. It's like something I like. But I want to ask you, have you one way or the other tried your hand on probably Power BI or something else?
No,
Have you actually used Power BI? Have you
no,
actually used Power BI?
no, 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 no,
Not at all. Like
no.
you've not even draw small bar charts on Power
At all,
BI.
at all. Yeah, that's just my sincere. That's just this
So that
sincere.
means
Yeah.
like you just open your Power BI and Tableau and just look at Power BI, you dumped it and you never looked back
Yeah, I
from Power
thought,
BI.
yeah. And see the job like the plenty of job like Tableau is other than Power BI. That's it. That's why I've seen a lot of people like they started with Tableau or they started with Power BI, started with Tableau, don't learn Tableau. They ran back like this thing is not as easy as Power BI. But me learning Tableau just like giving me like going to that pain. Yeah, because there's nothing like you just clicking on something and do a bar chart. You have to know how your data is and what you want to put out there to give you a bar chart. It's not like an
Yeah,
automatic tool that you have to pick a pie chart and everything comes up. That's what
yeah.
I love Tableau. I love Tableau because it gives you before you can build something, you have to know what you are trying to do. Yeah, it gives you the
Mm-hmm.
orientation of what you need to put here, what you need to put here, what you need to put here. That's one thing I love about Tableau.
Yeah, it's more or less like you have to understand why you are using a bar chart here and not an histogram. You understand?
Not
It's
let's go down. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I think Power BI, obviously, like Microsoft make things a bit easy.
easy,
Microsoft
easy.
owns
Yeah,
Excel. So Excel is sort
yeah,
of similar to Power BI. So that simplicity
yeah.
that Excel has are sort of like rubbed off on Power BI. So most times when you understand Excel to a degree, when you know Excel to a degree, you can flow with Power BI. Now that backs my
Power
next
BI.
question. Did you one way or the other tried Excel when you were
Yeah, yeah,
learning?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I did Excel. I did Excel
So
a lot. I did Excel a
So
lot.
if you did Excel, then I think you should. I don't know how you did not like Power BI on the first sight of you seeing Excel. Or
Yeah, the
yes,
thing is
on the
just
first
like
sight of you seeing Power BI.
okay, like Power BI is just like PowerPoint, like everything, like the arrangement. So like everything is just being together. First of all, if you want to build a dashboard on Power BI, you have to build everything on the sheet. You get you have to put
Mm-hmm.
your bar charts, your Python, your donuts, everything on the sheet and start arranging it. But Tableau is not like that. Everything
Mm-hmm.
starts in a single sheet. Yeah, you have to be a bar chart, worksheet one. You want to be a donor chart, worksheet two. Like you
So,
arranging a car. Like you want to build
um,
a car, so you have to build the roof, the window, the tire somewhere. Then
mm-hmm.
come to a big pit, then start arranging it. So you won't get overwhelmed. So that's
Mm-hmm.
how I just love that. The arrangement is so clean. Not me building like 5 charts on a single page, then start arranging it. So
Oh, that makes sense.
everyone, yeah. So everyone with their own thing. So that's just it. But I'm still looking forward to the Power BI very very soon.
Looking forward to later. That might be in 10 years' time.
No 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 no. I'll still in Power BI seriously.
Yeah. So back to me, I guess. So what are the opportunities have Tableau brought your way over this past 3 years? Because when people talk about Tableau and Power BI, of course, Tableau is more technical, like you said, but people do not realize that there's a niche called visualization, Tableau developer role. So the question would be, what kind of opportunities has Tableau opened up for you since you've been learning it for the past 3 years?
Yeah, okay. One thing I have to talk about is just like Tableau it's not like only visualization. It's just because of as a data science, as a data analyst, most of us just about dashboard building things. Yeah. But Tableau is comprised of Tableau prep that Tableau prep can do whatever Power Query is doing, joining your data, cleaning your data. That's another application on its own. Then that Power BI has Power Query inside the visualization engine. But Tableau separates Tableau Prep and Tableau Desktop. So that's why everyone, even anyone wants to start learning Tableau, they pick Tableau Desktop first, and then they will start building the dashboard. But Tableau Prep is just like training your data, then doing Tableau Desktop, building visualization. So another thing is just like another thing I love about Tableau is just like you have Tableau Public. It's just like your portfolio. Anything that you do, you have to publish it over there. So anyone that came across your profile, they can see your journey from the beginning to the end. And that thing now, okay, there was a time like someone just messaged me on through Tableau Public because Tableau Public has a functionality to enable IAME. So if you are using Tableau Public, you can enable the IAME. So anyone that came across your profile and they want you to hire you for maybe a particular project, they can easily click on that IAME button, then send you a mail directly. So, and I've gotten more than six job from Tableau, like just freelancing, you just hire you and stuff like that. And there's a project I'm still working on. Tableau, okay, there was a Viz that got featured in Tableau conference. That was last 2 years. My superstar dashboard. So Tableau used to pick like dashboard and put it in their conference so that a lot of people see it. So that person just messaged me from that thing, like, okay, I love this visualization and I want you to do something like that for us. Like not out of nowhere, a job just came in. That's just it. You won't even know that moment. Just have a Tableau Public and keep doing your thing. That opportunity will be there because Tableau is just like a niche, and we have a Power BI developer also. Yeah, but Tableau developer is just like a niche, and if you are good in that, that opportunity will start rolling in. So that's just it.
Mm, mm. Talking about gigs. How did you get your first role? How did you get your first Tableau gig, and how was the adrenaline like? What was it like?
Okay, yeah, my first Tableau gig was from LinkedIn. Yeah, so someone just messaged me on LinkedIn. She's from US, and she was like, Idris, I want you to able to build a dashboard. Like you want to do something at work, and what they're like, it needs she needs my own experience. Like I have to build it, and she can replicate it in our own work. So that was like I think that was like $50 was the thing. $50 was a lot of money. Someone that is not earning anything, I just got $50 out of nowhere. And that thing I spent like 1 hour. And that lady, we are still together till now. Almost like 3 years back. We used to talk, and that was my first gig. My second gig was from the IAME. Third gig was from the IAME. Fourth gig was from the IAME. Until now, I'm not having a full-time job, just like a freelancing or consulting firm, like me, working with the company, help them to set up their BI tool, their Tableau pipeline and everything, their self-service and everything. So I worked as a freelance, as a Tableau consultant till now.
So, sorry, Maureen. I think me and Idris we have something in common. So, right now you are not into 9 to 5, right?
At all,
You're more of a
I've never
freelancer.
been. I've never been.
You see, that's it. If you, I've never done 9 to 5 in my life before. If you've tried freelancing, you will not want to try 9 to 5. Do you understand? I'm trying to let people know because me now, I've only done 9 to 5 in 2 ways. Sorry, 2 times my NYSC and my IT. Like those are the 2 times I tried 9 to 5. But after that, since 2018, I've always been in freelance, and freelancing will give you the time to build yourself on other things. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Like you'll be able to like do
Yeah. I got it.
other things like aside and then learn and be and once you enjoy 9 to 5 to go back to was like once you enjoy like freelancing to try 9 to 5 is like a boy is bitter in your mouth. So Maureen,
Yes.
please leave 9 to 5 and enjoy the freelancing world.
So that's why sometimes when you message me like, Idris, what are you doing? I'm sleeping. 12 noon. I'm still sleeping. So So that's it. That's it. It's just like I don't know, like maybe 9 to 5. If I want to do 9 to 5, not from like a Nigerian company. That's just the truth. Like, if I want to try 9 to 5, not from a Nigerian company. That's just the better truth. So that's it.
Mm, nice. Maybe do you have more questions, or should I just go
No, no,
on?
it's fine. Please just go on, please.
You're so relaxed today. Okay, Idris, the next question. I have like a couple of questions for you. Yeah. So the next question would be at what point will you say you are in your career right now? Since you've been in Tableau for like past 3 years, at what point or what level will you classify yourself as right now?
Eh, yeah, normally I'm a senior tablet developer. I'm a senior tablet developer. Like for me to be using like Tableau for the past 3 years, and I've been doing what Tableau Zen Master have been doing. So I'm a Tableau senior
Yeah.
developer. And the thing
Mm.
is just like, right now, my journey is just like me. I'm learning all tricks. So I started like all tricks. I
Yeah.
started learning all tricks when I was in NYC. Yeah, but before you get certified in all tricks, you have to do the exam. Then, so I failed 2 years ago. I tried last year. I failed because that exam was so hard. Yeah, I failed it twice. So this year I was like, no, 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 no. I have to I have to know this thing. So I picked it up again and I passed the the exam. And Autrix is just like a ETL2, and it's just like a drop and drag. Just like if you want to union your data, if you want to clean your data, any type of data, just bring it in. Then you will clean it by yourself. Just just that's what I love about Autrix. Autrix will give the step by step on how to clean your data thing, move it to any DI2 that you want to move it to. So that's I'm learning Autrix now. Looking forward to be like Autrix developer.
Mm. Mm. That's another one added to the bag. Yeah, I think I saw some of your Ultras posts. I think that was earlier this year. I'm like, as Idris started this, Idris, I beg, make you finish Tableau first before you enter Ultras.
I don't finish Tableau. I don't finish Tableau. But I'm still learning Tableau job, but not as hard as I was then. So
Mm, mm.
yeah.
Congratulations on that. And talking about failure and failing something, what would you consider as your biggest failure since you started, of course, in Tableau?
In Tableau, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was like maybe when I was doing interview with some company and I wasn't picked. Yeah, you knowing your shit and you did the interview and just like sorry to get back to you, you were not picked and stuff like that. I'm like, what? Like that is it. Like if you are good, you know that you know this thing, and you did interview and you're not picked. That's like, am I still in this game? But that's it. We move. So me failing at interviews. So that's my biggest failure there. But like right
And,
now, no, that doesn't mean anything to me again.
mm. And since then, have you been in any interview?
Yeah, this is just like for the past like 6 months, I've not done any interview. I'm just working on my side project. So that's just it. I'm working on my side project and I'm still applying for jobs, but I've never been in any interview recently at all.
Sorry,
Okay.
Maureen, please give me a second. Idris, you are a freelancer, and we
Yeah.
freelancer we usually meet some crazy clients. Some one that want to like
Yeah.
because they
Want to
pay you
kill you.
some money, they want to take your life. And come and take your $150 back. I don't want again. Oh yeah, take your money back. So have you ever? So if you've like had one, have you ever had like a scenario where
Ah,
you and your client
and,
you almost fought?
uh, those people were Nigerian. Seriously, Nigerian over
It's
there,
always
and they want to hire you here.
it's always
That's it. They
Nigerians.
have
I- It's always Nigerians, to be honest.
like
Please
they're
go
over
on,
there.
please.
They're over there, and they want not to be like helping them to do their work. You understand? And they'll be like they know more than you. You know more than me, and you hire me. It's not like this is it. This is how to do this. This is how to do that. Not you telling me that you know your stuff. If you know your stuff, you won't hire me in the first place. But they won't like okay. There was a time like I got a gig or maybe today. Let's just like today, and I ended the contract tomorrow. Like yes, I got the gig yesterday, and I ended the contract today, just 24 hours. Because that guy came, he gave me the data. I was like, okay, this is the data, this is the company's data, and there are some questions you need to ask this person. That's it. Because this is a new data, you have to ask questions. They expect you to ask questions. You can't give me a data and you expect me to know all the definition of all the columns. It's not like I can't. Yeah, we are from insurance and you are giving some data which I don't know, which I don't know the attributes. So you have to ask questions. Okay, what does this mean? How does column A and column Z relate so that you can get something out? And I told this guy, okay, go and meet the professor, ask this question that is give you like a data dictionary, and it should give you some, maybe you want to do some analysis, you should give you the definition and how to get it. It was like, I can't go back to him. Like you'd be like, I don't know my stuff very well. I was like, guy, ask this question. So he was like, you couldn't do that. So after the second, I was like, um, I'm not doing this thing again. And I
Mm.
quit. And then he wanted to pay me 200,000 per month. Imagine. Imagine 20,000. And I know how much he was earning over there. Yeah. To be a Tableau developer, you'll be earning more than maybe more than $4,000 per month. More than. So you are someone from Nigeria, and you know this person knows more than you, and you're still paying 200,000. So most of them, they are just Nigerian over there coming here to hire people from here.
Mm.
Yeah. If you work with Maureen, if you work with Nigerians in the UK or US, you want to cry. Now Nigerians where they abroad, they do Nigerians with it because and they act like they know, they act like they know it. That's the funniest thing. The last R stuff I did, R markdown I did. This woman was telling me like she can. I'm like, if you know you can do it, then why
Why
did you
can't
call
you
me?
do this?
Do it because for any step I take, she'll say, "Don't do it this way." Don't. I'm like, let me do my job. Okay, let me do my job. Don't tell me how to do my job. Like Nigerians are, they are, bro. They'll kill you. Let us run away.
Okay.
That on the
Seriously, they will
downside of
kill you.
being a
I've met like 3 to 4, like no difference. Same deal.
same thing. Same thing. Most of the easy jobs are from non-Nigerians. The jobs that
Seriously.
will not give you headache, they are non-Nigerians. But when you hear Yami, Gami,
Uh,
say
I
you are in
know.
trouble.
If you know Nigeria, but you want now,
Nigeria
but you
Motiwa,
shaking
thank
it
you.
now.
Like was not here.
So
You that I'm from Nigeria. Like I used to stay in Lekki, I used to stay in
I
Sule.
used
Know
to
that you're in for
say,
trouble.
oh,
That
man,
familiarity
shake it, you
will
see
just
shake
spoil
it.
everything. No?
Seriously.
Maury, you have the mic, I beg, Jerry.
Yeah, yeah. I see you guys got up real good. Freelancing. Great. I don't think I'll be in that niche because I get stress in my life. So Idris, talking about jobs again. We'll go a little bit technical before we wrap it up, right? So I've seen your dashboard, I've seen what you've done, I've seen what you did, and I'm still seeing what you're doing right now. And everybody knows you got the stuff, right? So I'll ask you, how do you work around um your work when you are trying to build a dashboard or a lead? How do you know the right chart to use? I know some of the audience we have there still struggle a lot with trying to use the specific, or not really specific, but trying to use a good chart to display or to tell a particular story. So based on you having this experience over the years, what are your thought processes when you're about to build a dashboard?
Okay, yeah, and like I said, it started from like me getting data. That's the first. I have the data. Is data cleaned, or if it is cleaned, okay. Now I want to get the dashboard. And one thing I have to say is just like that the first mistake everyone used to make is just like after getting the data, they just go into Power BI or Tableau, then start building dashboard. Why? That's not the way. That is not
Mm,
the way. You can't get data and start doing bad chat over there. That is not it. Like, okay, now in a normal in a company standard, okay, your supervisor or your manager will give you, okay, these are what they want to see on the dashboard. You understand? You have the questions already. So your own job is just to go out there and find the right chart type and and how to attach the first chart to the second chart and stuff like that. But if you are doing a personal project, that is very hard because you be the one asking yourself questions, you be the one answering, and you be the one building. So that's when, okay, now I have a dashboard, I have a data. First of all, check those columns, check those attributes, and jot down the question that you want to answer with the data. That's the first thing. That's the first thing. And it's not about you answering like 20 questions on the dashboard. Why? If you answer two or three and those things make sense, you have done a very good job. So so it's not about you asking like 20 questions on the dashboard. So the first thing is write down your questions. Okay, this is my question that I want to answer with this data. The second that thing is do your data exploration. Like take your data in, drag this thing one, drag this thing here, drag this thing here. It's not about building virtual. Just get it to know how data looks like. Because sometimes you might be like, okay, you want to see the distribution of countries. You understand? And maybe the distribution of countries. And you have already concluded that, okay, you want to use bar charts to be distribution of countries. And once you get to Tableau or Power BI, you see that US has the 75% of the whole thing, and US has already shrank like all the rest data point to almost zero. You should know that is not the best chart type to use. You understand? So that's why I always like, okay, before you build anything, get to know your data, build some charts to just like, okay, to get to know how your data looks like, your distribution and stuff like that. Once you know that, as you are building other, can I continue?
Nigeria.
Yeah. So as I was building all those things, then I'll get to figure out, okay, I can't use the bar chart here, I can't use the pie chart here, I can't use this thing here. So it just like coming to you, and the thing is just like about you exposing to a lot of chart options. You understand? Yeah. This thing is not about using bar charts. And bar chart is the best chart. That's it. But if you have, that is it. A lot of people like, if I'm showing a lot of bar chart, they'll be like, I'm a novice. No. But once the chart is passing that answer correctly, no one cares if you're using the bar chart or not. And that's one thing I love about Tableau. If you don't want to use the regular bar chart, there are like 20 ways to build other bar charts. That's it. Like if maybe you want to ask a question and you want to use a bar chart, be like, okay, you're using too much bar chart and you want to change your chart type. Those charts that you want to deviate to, they are still bar charts, but they're just variations. So that's why I love Tableau. You can build 20 different bar charts, then 20 different charts, and they are still bar charts.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Sorry,
that's it.
Maureen, please give me this. When we're recording, GB lights too went off too. Nah, you said they record you live, save
Yeah.
bro.
It was solar, sorry.
Right. So please give me this. I think I can relate to what you said. You know, what you are saying right now is the statistics of visualization, where people need to understand, like once somebody gives you data set, the first step is understand the variables, the columns that make up that data set. Like that's the first thing. Now, the person will give you data set, he obviously wants you to solve a problem, or there is an aim and objective that is attached to that data set. So it's now left for you to do some thinking on, okay, oh, this data set, I can see age here, I can see gender here, I can see salary here, I can see this here, okay, gender is categorical in nature, I have to use a bar chart, because some of these charts can be used based on the type of data set or the type of variable that you have in your data set. People need to understand this, but beginners just jump into it. Once they see data set, bam, bar chart here, bam, pie chart here, bam, Instagram, they need to, thank you for saying that, they need to understand the data set and relate it back to the aims and objective of the whole thing as a whole. It makes things easier. That way you start asking the right question. Am I supposed to visualize this or not? So that's just it. Thanks for that.
Yeah, so the thing just like doing your data exploration, once you're doing the data exploration, those charts will start coming up. Okay, I have to use the bar chart to answer the first question. I have to use a pie chart to use to answer the second question. I have to use a dot chart to answer this question and stuff like that. So after you have done that, you have gotten your data, you have gotten your chart. You have to be like, okay, how 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 do I want to connect the first chart to the second chart? Okay, do I want to connect like if they click the first chart, it should affect the second or the third chart. That's what we call like filters, action filters. Like if I click age now, it should affect the first three or the first four. That's like interaction and stuff like that. It's not about you clicking a bar chart and everything changes. Those if they click a bar chart or a data point, those changes are they answering the question? If they are not even necessary. So that's when you have to know about interaction, how to connect the first chart to control the second chart, how to use the third chart. That's what we call interaction, and that thing is very hard. Like it's very hard, just you knowing how your chart will be interacting to the other. So now after you have gotten the interaction, right? Because I have a book, it's comprised of all my sketches. Yeah. So after you have done that, then we'll come to your Tableau or Power BI and start building those charts one after the other. Then, after you are done, come to your dashboard. And even when you go to anytime you get to your dashboard stage, you still realize that some of the charts that you already sketch, they won't work. So you have to go back again and be like, okay, what I sketch is not even working in the real sense. So this thing is just about going front and back, and you exposing yourself to a lot of charts. Yeah, yeah, because there are some things like bar charts won't even convey the answer, and they'll be like maybe another chart, and those charts they can be like advanced chart and stuff like that. So that's it. You have to expose yourself to a lot of charts out there. So and when you expose yourself to a lot of charts out there, you have to know when you have to use all these things. It's not about you using some people either they see a country like country column. This is map. You start visualizing map, but it's not complete that you should start visualizing map. Is this map? Do you want to show distribution? Like that's just everything just about question, and you asking yourself if you were the user, is this thing making sense to you? Like, is it making sense to you? That's about you putting yourself in the shoe of the user. It's not you being the builder. If you are building something, be like, okay, I'm making sense. Sure. But call someone that is like a user, help me to check this thing. Does this thing, is it making sense? That person will tell you the way to it. Because if you build a dashboard or a report and someone that doesn't know anything about your data comes to is looking at your dashboard and that person couldn't figure anything out, you have done a very bad job. That's it. So you have done a very bad job. Very bad because sometimes we build the dashboard and you won't be there to explain to your users. That is when you have to put yourself in the shoe of those users. Like if I was the one looking at this dashboard, am I getting something out of this? At first glance, not even me interacting with anything. Am I getting something out of this? So if your dashboard is self-explanatory, like you can get anything that is going on without you being there, without you explaining anything to them, you have done a very good job. That is way to know if you have done a very bad job or a very good job. You're not being there and your dashboard is speaking by itself. So that's it.
All right, thank you.
That's good. Well, we're almost coming to the end of this session. AB, do you have any questions before I
Nah,
continue?
nah. I think I'm good. I think I'm satisfied. Come on.
Okay, okay. So we are headed to the last wrap of our questions, which is the final three questions. Um, so the first question would be, since we're talking about dashboard, I would ask, what has been the most difficult dashboard you've ever built, and how long did it take you to pull it up?
Okay, yeah. So the thing is like, okay, that was my first good business dashboard. That's the first good business dashboard. Because I've done a lot of business dashboard, they're like, no, this is not it. My first good business dashboard was when I was in NYSC. Yeah, NYSC camp is 3 weeks. But before, you know that if you are going to NYSC, you can't even bring in your laptop. So I got that data. I have to know everything. I jot everything down. So when I got on camp, I did all the sketch. inside camp. So as I'm moving with my pen and paper. Then, so I started jotting everything down. How I want to finish. How I want to build that dashboard. As soon as I leave that camp, I started building it. But the thing is just like the average time of building a dashboard, maybe my personal dashboard, average is 1 month. Like my personal is that this thing they are different between me doing a makeover Monday or me doing a personal project. No, makeover Monday is just like a week, and it's not like it's not too technical. But you doing a personal project, it's not about you putting it out every week. No, you don't have to put everything out in a personal project every week. Don't rush yourself. Quality is better than quantity. Nobody cares about how much you are putting out there, but are they good? So in my personal project, I spent a lot of time, 1 month, 2 months, and I'm still working on the project since December. I'm still like maybe like 30% done now. So because that's it. I don't rush myself. If I'm tired, I have to leave it. Then I'll be doing something else. Maybe in the next, maybe by Friday, I can still come back to you and start. So it's just about not rushing yourself. Take your time.
Take your time.
Don't rush yourself. It's not important that you are putting our dashboard there every week. If you are rushing yourself, you won't do that quality work. Just take your time and make sure you are learning. You are learning in the process.
Nice. Well, the second question would be, what advice would you give a beginner starting out there, trying to know whether to do Tableau or Power BI or SQL or Python, trying to know whether to build a visualization or just do SQL projects? There is no definite roadmap to this, but
there is no.
but if you were to give an advice to anybody starting, what would that be?
Yeah, the thing is just like my advice would be like, don't rush learning all those tools at once. If you are good with SQL, you are good. Nobody cares if you are good with Power BI or Tableau. Nobody cares. Like, take your time in learning a tool. It's not about you learning SQL today, go to Power BI tomorrow, learn for like a month, go to Tableau tomorrow, learn for a month, learn Python tomorrow, a month. What was that? Take your time, learn this thing to the core. Like if you are talking about this thing, okay, this guy sabi it. It's not about you learning this thing for like 3 months. You can't master any tool in the space of 1 month. You can't master any tool in the space of 2 months or 3 months. All these people that are good in this tool, they spend years learning. It's not about you spending years, but it's about you going in depth in a tool. If you spend 6 months on a tool, learning it every day, you better off compared to you learning 5 or 6 tools in 6 months. That's it. It's not about you. Yeah, it's not about now. If you are doing the Tableau, just spends 1 month and they ask you maybe a one technical question, you're able to answer it because there are some questions that you're able to answer if you are using that tool very well. If you are not using it very well, you won't be able to answer it. So it's not about you learning all the tools at once. That it is just take your time. If you want to learn SQL, give yourself maybe like 6 months learning SQL. But you might be learning other things. But you have to prioritize what you are learning. You are learning SQL for now. Take your time. You might be learning Power BI also, I know, but take your time learning the first one very well before you graduate to any other thing. So I learned Tableau before I can be like, okay, I'm good in Tableau for like a year. First of all, I don't have anyone to guide me. Okay, do that. So that might take me a lot of months, I know. But I learned Tableau for like a year. Now I'm still there, almost 3 years, and I'm still like, it'd be like I don't know enough. I'm still seeing people that are doing better than me, doing stuff more than me. So I'm learning all tools now. So it's not that I'll learn all tools in the next 2 months and I'll be like, I'm good in all tools. No, I'll spend like almost a year interact with the community in Outreach. They get to know you, we learn from them and stuff like that. Pick a tool, devote your time in it, spend months, not you doing, not you learning 4-2 in space of 3 months. I won't advise that.
All right,
Nice,
thank you
nice.
very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. One last final question before we call it a day. That would be, with all you've said so far, this question might sound, but I'll still ask it anyways. So, if you were to go back in time and make a decision of learning Tableau, sorry, of learning data analytics, will you still choose Tableau or will you choose any other thing apart from Tableau?
Yeah, yeah. I will use Tableau. That's it. And the thing is just like my first mistake was like before. No, normally everyone started with like okay AI, machine learning, everything. That was the first mistake I made. Yeah, because I started with this AI of a thing because I built a lot of machine learning models then, and a lot. So, and it's just like I would just advise them to I would start from the prerequisite, not me starting from the machine learning of the stuff. You can easily pivot from data analyst to engineering to machine learning at any time you want, but focus on a what on a goal, learn, spend years before you pivot. It's not about you doing Excel today, then I'm seeing you in machine learning in the next few months. No, I'll take my time. I won't start from
Mm,
machine learning. I won't start from machine learning, but I'll start. I might start using Python, but Python will be like using Python to clean data,
Mm-hmm.
because if you are doing machine learning, it's about you cleaning your data and you having derived columns. If you know how to use your Python very well, how to use your Python to clean your data, how to use Python to make column A, column B, column C to give you a derived column, your machine learning skills will be very good. But everything starts with you knowing the analysis, using Python to clean first, and use Python very well. So that is just it. Don't start from machine learning or anything. Start from the roots, which is Excel, SQL, visualization. Then you want to pivot, you can pivot. But some people started with machine learning and they are, and they made it. Yeah, but not all of us have that patience because they went through a lot of years before before they can get their first job.
Mm.
So
I
yeah.
think it's
yeah.
subjective to you as a human. It's whatever works with you. That's just
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah,
find
yes,
it,
that's just it.
some people are lucky to like have a very good background of some things that they just pick it and they get it. Just find
Yeah,
waiting
yeah.
suit you. Just find waiting daisy with you
That
and
there's
go like that.
so
Thank you very much.
there are some people started with machine learning and they are good. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Thank you very much, Idris.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Idris. Thank you, thank you. And for more content, guys, if you want to check out Idris stuff, you could go on his Tableau Public. The link will be below this
Yeah.
video on the description. And if you were at the Data First Africa, Idris's section with GB session was one of the session with the highest number of participants. I don't know if you guys saw that. So if you were in the class for 20 ways to design KPI, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Idris, and we also had GB. We also link GB's video here. I don't know if we can do that,
Yeah.
AB, but yeah, we'll also link GB's video in case if you want to see and also hear his story. And that is it for us. Thank you so much, Idris, for coming to this session, and thank you for sharing your journey with us. Basically, it was Tableau, Tableau, Tableau. I know Abafe has counted how many times you said Tableau, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you
All
so
right.
Yeah,
much. Thank you guys.
Yeah. So Idris, it was nice having you, and we hope we can still bring you onto this session one more time for like more technical, topics and all.
yeah. Okay, maybe next time I'll be talking about Automix.
Audrey. Okay, that was,
All right, that's gonna be nice actually. So if you enjoyed this session and you really really made it to the end of this video, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and also subscribe to this YouTube channel. Do you have some questions for Mr. Idris, or you just want to like talk to him and say hi? Please go down to the comment section and drop your question. I think Mr. Idris has a Twitter account, right? You're on Twitter,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So we are going to be
Yeah.
linking all of
Social
his
media
socials,
handles.
meaning LinkedIn, Istanbul Public,
Tableau public,
Istanbul
Tableau public,
Public, Twitter,
portfolio.
and any way that you can just interact with him, so that I can just say hi to him and and follow him. So from my end, it's actually a wonderful session, and we can't wait for the next speaker to come on board. Thanks for making it to the end once again, and it's a good one for me, Maury.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
guys,
hope we see
thank you
the
so
next
much for making
one.
it to the end.
So bye bye for now.
Now,
So
What?
for me, it's bye
bye.
bye.
Bye, bye, guys.